Okay, today we are playing the Swindle, and I'm joined by Dan Marshall. Hello, Dan.
Hello,
How's it
Chris.
going? You made this game. You're making this game.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? Like a whole game all on my own.
Al, it's not the first one you've made, to be fair.
It's not the
People
first
may
one.
know you for Gun Monkeys, Time Gentleman Please,
Yeah.
and Ben There, Dan That, amongst
Yeah.
others. So
Yeah.
this doesn't look anything like those.
No, I know. It's weird, isn't it? I think I'd have gone mad if I was still making the same game over and over again. If I was still making adventure games, if I was still making like...
Yeah, well, that's fair enough. How would you describe the Swindle then? What's your kind of your pitch?
I really need to work out a simple way of saying it. But it's basically, it's a 2D procedurally generated burglary simulator.
Excellent.
I can't even say the word burglary properly. So
Maybe tighten that pitch up slightly.
Yeah, stealing simulator.
Cool. I'll pop us straight into the airship, which is where every good game starts. Later on, we'll be able to do stuff in and around here, but not quite yet. First, we need to go and.
You haven't got any cash at the
burgle some
moment, so
stuff.
you need to go and steal some cash before you can start upgrading your thieves.
All right, cool. Well, we shall pop into this very safe-looking pod, and I did just see the moon in the background there.
Oh, well done. Good.
And yeah, we'll be starting in the slums.
Yeah, so start off by stealing from poor people and work your way up.
Excellent. So yeah, you mentioned that the levels are procedurally generated, including this first one, right? Or
Yeah,
just-
right from the start. Yeah. The idea is that every time you go back and do a different building, it's completely different. So whether you do it properly or whether you mess it up and die horribly, you can never go back. It will generate you another one. It will generate you a new thief. If this guy dies, you'll get a new thief and you can and a new building and start all over.
Okay, well, I have actually had a little bit of a practice, so hopefully we'll be okay. And there we are. See,
If you just remember about staying out of the
yes,
out of the way of the guards, you'll be all right.
Okay, so the procedural gods have been kind to us here. They've created a small a staircase leading up to a hole here, full of cash
Yeah, full of
and a
cash.
guard. So that's-
You'll be all right there. I mean, the thing to point out is that the game starts you out quite gently, but it will still generate you like rooms that you can't do.
Right.
So it will still generate you a room that you are not equipped to deal with just yet, and it will say, it's up to you to basically say, I'm not a good enough thief to deal with this yet.
Yeah, so that's part of the Swindle, right? You can leave at any point during a level.
You can leave at any
with the cash
point.
that you've got.
It's entirely up to you. So you've made £36 so far, and you might decide that's enough for me. I'm not going to risk.
Yeah, well, that reminds me. I've been playing a lot of Invisible Ink recently, and that's a core part of that game. The fact that the player can be encouraged to be a little bit greedy, keep going, try and get as much money as possible, so that later levels will kind of feel a little bit easier. But part of that is
The Swindle.
you can screw it up
The
completely.
Swindle will. I think at its core, the Swindle is a game about greed. I think you will learn exactly how greedy you are by playing this, because you basically find yourself in the middle of a room and you sort of, I don't know, you need £50,000 to continue.
Right.
And you'll have £40,000 and you'll just go, I could just go and get that computer over there. I can just go and get it, and you'll die horribly. And it will teach you a thing or two about humility and.
Yeah, I judging from games that have kind of approached that topic before, I am quite greedy in and it does tend to cause problems. Okay, so I can't really do anything in terms of hacking right now. I'm just getting a little bit.
No,
of
you need to steal £100 to be in a position to. Oh, you messed it up.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, well done.
I managed to use the curve of the staircase there. I think.
Nicely.
To just get
Nicely done. So you might as well see how much cash you can steal. So there's another few bundles there. Once you've got £100, that's enough to buy the.
Yes.
The hack skill.
Okay. We'll wait for. Do gods react to seeing their own friends unconscious on the floor?
No.
Okay, that's good.
It's one of those things. Like I hate stealth games. I think I like. It's one of those. I did a talk recently. I did a talk at Res about about hating stealth games, and it's not that I hate stealth games. I hate quite a lot of stuff stealth games do. So you asked me earlier whether or not the guards were going to wake up. It's like, God no. I can't stand it in games when guards wake up. Or someone asked me if they were going to keep generating guards, and I was like, no, absolutely not. It's a fixed number of guards, and they're not going to wake up, and they're not going to see each other, and you don't have to move bodies around and all this sort of stuff that I find quite a drag in.
There's something kind of cool about approaching a genre that you're not that sold on yet, if you are a developer, because it means you can
mess around with it.
Yeah, sure.
I'll point out you've got full damage, by the way, so don't do what everyone else does and just get to the end and jump off, and then
alright, cool.
like inches away from your pod, all your cash goes flying out.
So yeah, I'm heading back to the airship with my ill-gotten gains there. So I still need another 16 quid.
You need another 16 quid to...
Alright. So...
And if you notice, you've got 100 days to... The plot involves stealing an artificial intelligence.
Right.
Like the police are making. And you've got 100 days to do it. So each time you do a heist, that's a day off your counter. So 99 days remain, look.
So does that mean at the end of the 100 days that mission will trigger, or that you need to have completed that mission before that?
You need to have completed that mission before the 100 days are up. There's an upgrade you can buy later in the game that lets you sort of, it's called Action Hero, which lets you just sort of smash through skylights and through doors. And
I've heard about this. I remember Christian Dunman from Eurogamer has played around with the Swindle and was referring to it as a verb rather than just an noun.
You can Action Hero through windows. And it's one of those things I remember telling him about it. It's like, it's actually completely pointless, but really quite satisfying. Yeah. It's one of the first things I buy is... It's one of the things I've been...
Ooh, that didn't work so well.
So you've set the alarms off.
Okay.
The police are on their way. You've got 12 of 16 pounds.
Okay, I need to
quickly find 12 pounds. I don't think you can get any more. That might be all you can get.
Oh god, this level has not been as kind as the first one that I encountered.
No, there's nothing. You're going to have to do another level.
Okay, right, let's just get out. So where did the police arrive from once they...
the police turn up in vans at the side of the building.
Right.
And there's also eventually a guy in a helicopter turns up, little copter
The longer you stick around, is that?
If you stick around too long, he will chase you out. I say like the Chucky egg. Like the mum bird at Chucky. You're too young to remember Chucky egg. Like the mum bird at Chucky egg.
I was going to go with
prefer to think of it as like the ghost from Spelunky, but like I think of it as like the...
I can get that.
Okay, so you need £4.
Okay, there we are. Let's see. Oh, I don't know what's down here.
But don't get yourself into a situation...
That is not kind. Earlier on I had a whole full of money, and now look at this. I'm not going to even try going down there. Let's try
a bit simple.
Approach. Yeah, I don't need too much money. Just need a little bit.
This is the problem.
Okay, there we are.
This is the problem though. You've only got like 90 days left, right? You're on 97 days left.
Yeah.
Are you really going to run away with £8? No. Come on, there's more money you could be making.
I know, but surely
you need every penny.
This is going to be exponential. Once I get into the hacking trade, then I'm going to be looking at...
Yeah, you'll be taking a lot more every time.
But
there might be just through that door, there might be some money, you never know.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm planning... Oh, there's a little bit of a drop as well.
If I lose my £8... at your behest, this is... Oh, okay.
Just be careful. Remember you've got full damage.
Man, this doesn't look good. Oh,
there you go. So there's a little bit more. There's some spikes there though as well.
Okay.
So basically the game starts... Once the game detects that you're doing alright, it starts throwing more complicated stuff at you. It's like more hazardous stuff. So the security systems in that first level were kind of basic. You had...
Good there though. I was going to leave.
Did you learn nothing from my parable about greed earlier on?
Okay.
You got £32. That's right. But the thing is, you got all the time in the world, right? Until the cops turn up, you're fine.
Oh, God.
So you haven't set the alarms off, so you're all right at the moment. So there's no hurry. There you go.
Okay.
Just be very careful of those spikes.
There we go. That was probably worth it for £8. I do like that you've gone with pounds as the currency there. You just don't see it in...
You don't see enough pound coins anymore, do you?
Right.
You could go out through the... There you
go. So presumably there's some kind of upgrade system. I know you mentioned earlier you can detect things like how much money there is on the level.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff you can buy. So you can, when the money you've stolen, you basically will spend on various different skills. As we're going to see now, you go back to your airship and there's a load of stuff you can spend it on. And you can kind of specialise however you like. You can, if you want to be a stealthy kind of guy, you can learn double jumping, or you can, increase your movement speed or your stealth and all that sort of stuff. You can invest in bombs and better tech for taking out the guards and all that sort of thing. So,
do I need to? Is it going to make sense to go for the hacking?
It makes the first thing. The hacking skill is the cheapest thing on the menu to basically encourage you to do that. And
that means we can.
There you go. So you spent your £100 and you've got 36 quid left in your bank. So you can now hack computers, which will give you a much bigger reward. So if you activate for a new heist and hold down Y, you see there's like a load of levels down the left-hand side, loads of different security levels. So the idea is that each of those will bring bigger rewards, so that you're not just stealing from poor people anymore. You're stealing
from banks
and casinos and all that sort of thing.
That sounds better.
But whether or not you've got the kit to handle that kind of, because obviously there's more security systems, there's different types of guards, better guards, and all that sort of thing.
That's cool, but you have that limited number of days to think about. So if you're not going for the higher stuff, you're not
exactly. So you're basically now going to find yourself in a position where you go, am I going to buy Steam Purge, Steam Purge is like a clouds you from vision, makes you invisible basically.
Right.
So am I going to buy that, or am I going to buy the next level upgrade? Am I going to buy security clearance for the next level?
Okay, things seem to have changed since the slums have upgraded slightly since.
Well, they're aware that people keep on getting robbed. You see, so you started getting new enemy types. So there's a wheeled guard there who's like a charger guard. There's a little camera thing. You might want to go. You might want to go over the roof, mate.
I'm going to leave that money there. I can get on the way back.
You can get it on the way back. It's fine. So basically, your key thing at the moment is just to locate computers. So there's a computer down there. Look.
Yep.
You can go in whichever way you like. That's probably there's one down there as well. So there's a couple of computers on this stuff. If you clear this level, you'll come away with suddenly probably $1.5 grand, I should think.
Okay.
But that depends whether or not you die horribly.
All right. So let's think about what order we want to take these guys out in.
So when you start out, right, you're kind of vulnerable. Your guy has no kit. The only way to take out guards is to clobber them over the back of the head.
Sure.
That's your only option. You can close doors. There you go. Once you get further into the game, you can upgrade your kit enough that you can start taking out guards from a distance.
Right. Okay.
So, for example, you see that drone thing there. If you clobber that a couple of times.
Oh, couple times.
There we go. So, like later in the game, if you've got the hack skill, if you invest in the hacking skill, you can hack those, and they are on your side, and they start taking out guards for you. So you can start getting to a point. You know where there's that long drop earlier, and there were those 2 guards at the bottom.
Sure.
And you were scared.
Yep.
And you didn't go that way. You could your drone could go down there for you, and take those guys out, and then you're perfectly safe.
Sure.
You can buy things like stuff for your agility, so you can. Where instead of sliding down a wall, you can sort of stick to it.
And right here, presumably, if
you had double jump, you could get to a double jump.
No.
You can get double jump and triple jump and quad jump as well. So you can sort of start to. So you've got £835.
That's way more than I.
That's way more, and there's another computer right above you. So if you got that one as well.
Yeah, that's the dream situation. Okay.
And you get you can get a ghost bonus as well if you clear the level of all cash.
Then you get an extra
bonus. That
right.
Careful of that.
Oh god, are you gonna? Okay, I might have to get you on the way up.
If you hold left and attach to that wall, you can hit him on the way down.
Okay. Oh god, no!
So once you've set off the alarms, the amount of cash in the building starts dropping. So guards will pick up any cash they find lying on the floor, and that computer that you saw over to the right side is like slowly draining.
Yes, I did see that in the last level.
So you can still go and hack it.
Okay.
It's up to you. I mean, like the police are on their way. Do you want to risk it? Right? You can go and hack that computer. You don't need to worry about being spotted anymore. You can just sort of, but you might die if you're not. There we go.
Okay, let's quickly get this right. Yeah. Okay. Down. I'm losing money. There we go. Okay.
So you're £450. You could have run away if you were scared of the police turning up, but there you were.
I'm not scared of the police, Dan. You said I'm not actually having that one yet. Okay, good. Excellent. Cool, man.
There you go. So that's £1,300 you've got. And
I told you, once you get into the hacking trade.
Exactly.
Different story.
The more heists you do successfully with the same character, because you die quite a lot in the Swindle because it's a one-hit kill system. The more heists you do successfully, if you get over 80% of the cash in the building, you will earn XP for that character, which increases the amount of cash they bring in. So you get a bonus for. Right, so if you've done sort of 5 heists, you'll start seeing there's an incentive to stay alive basically, which is another thing to worry about when you're.
Presumably these abilities are across characters. You don't
lose these when you.
Does anything make sense? What would be cool to show off at this stage? I've got some money. I feel like I'm a treat.
I don't think you can afford anything unless you want to cheat. So you might want to buy. So we can start showing stuff off. Let's. If you go to MISC, which is if you hold RB,
cool.
And go down to the first one of these.
Security clearance. This will be for later.
So this is for. So we can do another level. So we can show off the. See if you can buy that.
No.
I don't know if you can. It might not work. Is that?
You might not have the money.
No. Sorry, you're cheating. The
Cheating doesn't work.
How much was it? Was £4,000 was it to get to? So you only have to go and hack another couple of computers, and you.
So there was something I did want to ask about actually. The Swindle is planned for. It's still summer 2015, right?
Yeah.
One thing that I think people have been kind of intrigued by is that you are launching on lots of consoles. It's like you're on PC, both the PlayStations, the Vita, Wii U, and Xbox One. Is that right? I remember that
both
correctly.
the PlayStations, Vita, Wii U, Xbox One, Steam. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, and you've spoken in the past about not wanting to kind of fall into the console exclusivity trap. Is that still something that might be feasible, or?
No, I think this is me being a bit of a hippie indie developer. But
right.
I don't know. I just sort of I like the idea of people being able to play it no matter what box they decided to spend their money on.
I think people like that as well.
Yeah, and I don't know. It just sort of feels fairer to me. And it just sort of feels like what I would want if it's what I want from other developers. So it seems slightly hypocritical to not do it. It's not one of those things that I have massive convictions about one way or the other. Sure. It's not something I get all pent up and excited about. It just at the time just seemed like a sensible thing to be doing, really. That's right. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm a panicker. There we go.
You are a bit of a panicker, aren't you? Hit him quickly.
I got it. Now he's panicking, Dan. Come on, I got this. Oh, right. Sorry, hacking.
So you can upgrade all your skills for this as well, so you can hack faster and get less bad sectors. So it's you can choose which path you want. If you're finding that particularly annoying, you can sort of buy your way out of it. And if it's a thing you're happy to put up with and would rather spend your money on bombs or the ability to smash through windows in a satisfying way. So the one thing we haven't talked about is that the levels.
Full damage. Okay, well, one thing we hadn't talked about was
full damage.
What happens when you die. Yeah, or at least I hadn't shown it anyway. So yeah, I had money there. I had £653.
Yeah, £653, and you've lost all your XP as well.
Oh, that is really quite heartbreaking.
I'm not sure you had any XP, but there you go. So when you die, it generates you a new character. So you've got a completely different thief called Esther Locomotive.
Excellent, good name. Right, let's... Oh no. Oh.
You have to wait for him to recover before you hit him again.
I'm worried about... Okay, there we are.
What are you worried about?
About him kind of realising that he's just been hit and spotting me as I try and dash back, but we're all good. We're okay. Now, I've gone back to being super cautious again. No more... Oh god, no, he said, then... okay, this will be another good opportunity to show off what the police look like.
No, not necessarily. You might get out before they turn up. They don't really care too much about poor people's properties. I should go and hack that computer though.
Yeah, of course. Oh god, it's dropping money as well.
Yeah, the police.
Police don't care about.
The police will turn up. The police will turn up quite quickly. Like if you're robbing a bank or a casino or something. But in the slums, they don't. They've got a little bit of leeway. They don't really care.
That's really quite depressing.
It's sad, isn't it?
Okay, there we are. Okay, what do I want to get here? Can I see any more computers up there? Oh no, it's all a bit hectic.
You've got £700.
Oh, I had that was almost an action hero-y moment.
It was a little action hero-y moment. You almost look cool. You could go out through the front door and up.
Cooler if I could.
If you go out through out the back door and then through that window. Oh, the police have turned up.
Oh, okay, right. They've got little truncheons.
You've got little truncheons.
With spikes in the end, okay. Alright, that's fine. Can I jump up this? Oh no.
You definitely want to run away from him.
Have I got to run back through the house?
Yeah.
Oh, this is not going to go well. Close the door.
So the levels are completely destructible as well. Look, so he's destroying the house as he goes.
I tried to close the door. Why did I try to close the door? Close the door. Keep going. Oh god.
You'll be lucky. Oh, careful.
Whoa. Oh, that was so close. That would have looked great.
You were so nearly cool, Chris.
All right. Well, I think that might be a good place to time the Swindle. It was a dramatic cop chase that ended not quite as well. Oh, this character these days. Well, yeah. Thank you very much.
It's a shame. I'm sorry we couldn't cheat your way to showing more footage from later on in the game, but there you go.
No, I really did try. Yeah, so you said summer 2015. There still isn't an exact date.
There still isn't an exact date. It depends. We've still got a few things to iron out, but it'll be out soon enough.
All right, cool. Well, thanks, Tim.
this comes to my big realisation about.
I know you're excited about this comparison.
Her story is the game Battleships. In that, you are, the game they play famously in Bill and Ted, you have sunk my battleship.
Sure.
So you are calling out coordinates.
People are aware of battleships.
Okay, good. I don't know. I feel like the Victorian playing with a hoop and a stick in the street increasingly, and everyone's like, take your hoop out of here, Grandad.